Hey girl, as you know, we're here in the club doing some dances. So there I am with a lovely girl. She means everything, she means the world. I'm making these lyrics up on the spot when all of a sudden I feel a lot of pain in my lower abdomen. I hope it's not happened again, because that would be really bad and it will make everyone real sad. Is that a fart, or did I simply shit myself? Is that a fart, or did I simply shit myself? Is that a fart, or did I simply shit myself? I really hope it's a fart and not that I had shat myself. So there's now brown stuff in my pants, and I don't know what to do. I better run away before she sees all the poo that is coming out of my trouser legs and is dripping everywhere. Oh dear, I hope that people do not stare. Is that a fart, or did I simply shit myself? Is that a fart, or did I simply shit myself? Is that a fart, or did I simply shit myself? I really hope it's a fart and not that I had shat myself. All right. I need to figure out how to smoothly transition from the music to me. Like, I need one of those, like, flashy title sequences that all the cool kids have, that I absolutely do not. Hi everyone. How's it all going? Do let me know if you can see me, if you can hear me, if all this stuff is working. I'm waiting for. I'm watching the Twitch stream at the same time here, and I'm waiting for it to catch up to me. It hasn't. So, oh, there I am. Okay. Wow, that's a delay. That's like a full 30-second delay. Hi. How's it going, everyone? Who have we got here? We've got Ardent Witcher. What the F is this music? That was music from when I did my April Fool's Day lo-fi radio 24-hour live stream, and so part of it was just ripping royalty-free lo-fi music, along with like some friends who just like sent me their own music, and I also made my own where I just bootleg other people's. The copyright-free, royalty-free music and put my own lyrics on top, such as the is that a fart or did I just shit myself? A classic. What else we got here? We've got Jace Face. We've got Unbelovedly. Hi, Unbelovedly. Let's not talk about the day. There's nothing important happening. It's completely inconsequential. There's nothing happening in the news. We're not even going to think about it. We've got Adolf Rios. Is that like a Domino's with Adolf Rios? Yeah, that's a puzzle box there. We've got One Job. Hey, dude. Simon's dude. Their day has not been bad. Sorted out 350 DVDs into separate wallets in alphabetical order. You mad man or woman or person. You crazy. Who else we got? The VH Productions. The Ebb Form Edworld. No. No, you have the wrong Ed there. Evil Egu, Mantenko, Romwat, and Super Pyro. Yes. I love hearing you talk, but not like this. The audio is deep fried. Sounds like I'm eating the mic. Oh no. Okay. Shit. Okay. I have the fix, but actually, here's what's gonna happen. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna mute myself, then I'm gonna unmute myself. Okay? Ready for it? How is that? Is that much nicer sounding? Do let me know. I'm so sorry. Okay. Yeah, I had it at the bad setting. Basically, I got a compressor. This is a very expensive mic setup that I have here. Great. So, okay, I'm so sorry to the initial, like, 18 to 30 people who had to sit through the bad audio for, like, 5 minutes. I'm so sorry. Basically, this setup here, I bought this, like, 6, 7, 8 years ago, like a forever ago, right? I spent like £400 on the entire setup, and it has lasted me. You know, it's one of those you get what you pay for dealies. But it's got this microphone and the stand. Although the stand is breaking, you can kind of see this prong isn't like connecting to that, and it's this thing is generally broken. But it's on a stand, which then feeds into. Let's see, there's a phantom power amp, an audio box, and a compressor. There's a lot of equipment behind the screen you can't see. But one of the most important elements is this compressor. And that's meant to reduce ambient noise to just what you hear right here in the Magic Zone. So what I failed to do was turn that on. So you heard raw, uncompressed audio with my face right up against the mic. So I am so goddamn sorry. What we're doing today. Basically, we're going to have a bit of a hangout. I do have as well set up, I got Acid Pro, which is my audio recording software. I've got Flash open, although I doubt I'm going to really do anything in Flash. Excuse me. And I've also got a PlayStation 3 rigged up because I'm in the mood to play a game, a very specific game that I only have on the PS3, so I'm going to whip that out a little bit later on. In regards to the cough, if you were here for my birthday stream a few weeks ago, I said that I could have, that gosh darn funky virus, but it turned out to not be. I did the home test. It was horrible. A truly horrible experience because it required I had to first of all find my tonsils, so I had to kind of hold my tongue down to compress it to then get the swab to stroke my tonsils, and that sort of felt horrible because I'm forcing my tongue down, I'm gagging. Then I then with the same swab have to insert it up my nose, and basically it says as far as you go until you meet resistance. Which for me is before it enters the nose, because I really don't want anything going up my nose. But, I had to watch it up in there. But the thing is I don't know, I'm assuming most people get this, but I have whatever it is that's right up here. The moment I touched it, it just made me sneeze uncontrollably. So I just I just swirl it around for 15, 20 seconds, and I'll go 4 seconds and have to take it out and sneeze. Another 4 seconds sneeze. I just kept doing that. Horrible. But I did the test. I sealed it up in the little tube, posted it off, and came back negative, saying that at the time of the test, I do not have COVID. So I'm in the clear. I just have a really bad cough, although I'm hoping that I'm at the tail end of it now. But anyway, so we are just going to hang out for a little bit. Let's see what people are saying here in the comments. I'm not going to recap all the names. There's a lot of people's names in here. So let's see. Yeah, so there was a lot of Eddie, please, the audio, please. So, yeah, sorry about that. That's now fixed. yeah, this Simon's dude is not mad about getting their films in alphabetical order. He just needs to be able to get the films when they need them. That's true. I have recently, for most of my movie collection, compiled it down into like a ring binder folder with the CDs, and I just threw away all the boxes. I'm sure I'll regret that one day. I'm sure that there'll be a day that I'm gonna like really wanna go back to to get the actual cases. I'm sure there'll be a day. Maybe there's even a DVD that's really valuable. I don't know, but like either way, to make space, I've just compressed it all into this ring binder. I do still have most of my TV series in their respective cases, and they are. I might be able to show you. You can see there, up on that shelf there, up there. That's some of them. That's not even close to all of them, but that's some of them. There's like a bunch more over here and other places I can't remember now. Yeah, and I kind of vaguely know where things are. Yeah, and like in fairness, it's been a long time since I've like watched a movie from a DVD or a Blu-ray, like to intentionally go out and find a DVD that I want to watch. You know, usually it's like I'm on Netflix or I'm on Disney Plus or whatever, and I'm like, what am I in the mood for? It's going to be one of the things that's presented in front of me, not a DVD. It's very rare that I specifically want this one. Anyway, what else have we got? As to Fail. Yes, from what you do the YouTube poops. I haven't seen any of the YouTube poops for the rest of 13. I did watch a bunch of the rest of 12 because basically every time an Astov comes out that I've like contributed towards, I would go and watch like the poops and the reaction videos and stuff. So I've been watching the reaction videos, and it's a good gauge on being like, oh, okay, this joke worked, that joke didn't work, and stuff. And then on the whole, this one seems to be generally pretty strong. Like there doesn't seem to be any real like duds. On the whole, it seems to be a generally very strong Astov movie, so that's good. But I haven't watched the poops yet. But there was one poop for Astov 12, and I don't know who made it, so it's forever lost. But I just remember it killed me because there was one bit with the gunman, and so in the original sketch, it's like, oh no, a gunman, ho ho ho, I'm gonna stab you. But it just loops the oh ho ho, and it killed me because it's like oh ho 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 ho. It just it's just really funny to me. It's hard to explain why something like that it's funny because it's not a structured joke. It's a non sequitur, but it still just kills me. So everyone's very happy with my audio quality. So this is what I'm slowly catching up where everyone is saying. Who made the profile picture? It's hella nice. That the kind of silhouette head, which is an old avatar. I do legitimately need to change it to stick to my brand, my oh so precious brand. I already told this to my patrons, but whilst I was making the Scooby-Doo video, I had a section dedicated to hypnosis. It became just a short tidbit in the final video, but in the original plan, I was going to do a whole like interview. I was going to find a hypnotist who would be agreed to be interviewed, and I found one who literally echoed the points that I wanted to make in my video, where basically hypnosis, you know, the stage and the way it's portrayed in movies is completely fictional. It has therapeutic benefits. It only does what you want to do, because the point of it is meant to be therapy. It's meant to like coerce you through your own boundaries to like quit smoking or help lose weight or overcome anxiety or whatever. So there's like legitimacy to it, and I found that interesting, and I thought I'll get like a legitimate source to talk to me on the subject. And I got in contact with one, and I got pretty far along. We had a few emails back and forth and explaining the idea and stuff. And ultimately they turned me down because I wasn't on brand. I was very offended. My brand? You dare speak against my brand? But in the end, maybe it served the video better. I don't know. But in the end, it was better to not dwell on what ultimately was a small point and just like just make it more of a tidbit. Hypnosis in media is generally something I am very interested in, and I might return to this and explore it more because it has very dark origins. Like the version of hypnosis we see on TV in movies has sinister origins, and that'll be a fun topic to explore. Well, fun, an interesting topic to explore. But either way, yes. Back to my avatar. This Twitch one. It's done by Carbon Water, a YouTube animator. I believe they currently do like Yu-Gi-Oh dub animations. I think that's kind of what they're doing right now. They sort of like they did, I think, a first couple, like part 1 and part 2, and they did really, really well. But for a while they did just like standalone animations, and I was in one of them as a recurring character. And for one credit sequence, they had made like cartoonified of versions of our avatars. So I said, hey, can I take that and use that as my avatar? So that became my avatar for years. What else have we got? PS3 comfort games make me think of Tokyo Jungle. I never played it. I played a demo of it during Eurogamer, but I never played Tokyo Jungle. Let's see. Hi, Eddie. I'm meant to be in an A-level class at the moment, but my teacher decided to just not hold the class. So here I am. Well, welcome, Dan04_G. Class is in session now. What A-level... What lesson? What A-level lesson are you currently missing? Maybe we can all work together here to get you caught up. For your 100k YouTuber, your Twitch is actually quite calm. Oh, thank you. I guess that means it's underpopulated. Is that what you're kind of saying? Well, I mean, I'm not putting this on YouTube. You know, this is on Twitch, where I have a diddly audience where I don't Twitch that much. I'm considering doing it a bit more often. Like, I'm considering doing like maybe a weekly thing or a bi-weekly thing. I'm not sure, but like just like dropping in, being, hey, let's just hang out for like an hour or two and then make our merry way, that kind of thing. Let's see. And also a nice Lego Movie poster. Where was it? Oh, it was there on the door. Yes. The Lego Movie is always one. Every time I watch it, I'm re-inspired, you know? Like, I always come away bursting with creativity. It's such a creative film. I love and adore it so much. Sequel, it's a bit meh. It's frankly a bit meh. But the first one's brilliant. The Color Blue enjoyed the Scooby-Doo video. Thank you. It was a lot of work. It was the biggest video. Like, not biggest in terms of length, but biggest in terms of the amount that went into it. Because, like, the video assets are like over 100 gigabytes compared to like any other video I've made, and it's like a lot of it is just me doing my filmed footage of myself. That's the bulk of it. But I'm really happy that it came out. The views could do with a bit of a kicker, you know. They're a bit middling, bit disappointed, but K Sarah. Seemingly, like, a lot of people have been complaining about views recently. Like, it seems like these past few weeks have been bad for creators on YouTube in terms of views. It's unclear why. Everything is fine. We're all fine. Good to hear, Psychane. The fact that jokes from content made it into Astef movie. Yeah, Tom's always like writing down ideas for Astef movie, so like those stuck out, and he always kept a note of them. Out of curiosity, why did you change your title and thumbnail of the anime video? Oh, the reason I changed the title and the thumbnail of the anime video is because it did really badly. The views are real bad. Like, it stopped at like 30k and just stopped dead, and that's bad. Like, I have like, so on average, like, when a video first comes out, you would probably get about 10% of your subscriber base watch the video. So for me, 100k odd audience, I'd get about 10k minimum, right? Then after that becomes off the back of people sharing it, and more importantly, off the back of YouTube's algorithm sharing it out to people. And that's the make or break factor. That's what propelled Mr. Burns to, you know, to 2 million views. You know, it's not from the subscribers, it's from YouTube sharing it, from other people sharing it. That's where the views came from. That didn't happen with anime. That just stopped. The problem with YouTube is that the front door, like, it doesn't matter how good the video is, the front door is always going to be the thumbnail and the title. And if you can't hook people in based on those elements, you know, they're going to walk on by it. They won't even, like, they're not going to give your video a chance. So I had to change the thumbnail a couple of times. And I've had to do it with past videos too. I just change up the thumbnail or change the title to see if this might like average up the views a bit more. I hate doing that. I hate doing that. I wish I could just put out a video and have it live on its own merits, you know, but this is not the world that YouTube has constructed for us. So, oh well. A-level media. Okay. So this is a microphone. Sound goes in, it creates a sound wave, which is then repeated out of the speaker using frequencies. There you go. That's your media lesson. Class dismissed. Go kiss behind the bike sheds, okay? Actually, no, don't. If you're going to kiss, wear a mask. So, what else have we got? Lovely chat. Thank you, Evil Egu. What time is it in the Queen's Country? It's currently past midnight here in Australia. What are you filling your time with at the moment? It is 10 to 2. And what am I filling up my time with? I'm currently... I just finished a project, so I'm, like, building up to my next one, which is kind of tied into that PlayStation 3 thing that I mentioned before. In between, I am watching... God, what am I watching? I'd forgotten what TV show I'm watching. I'm watching season 3 of Kipo. I'm struggling with it a bit. It's like... It's getting a bit heavy in plot and less on fun. Like, the season 1 started out so much on, like, emphasis on fun. With interesting characters, and now plot has really kind of bogged it down, and it's a bit of a chore to get through. Like, I'm enjoying it. It's not unwatchable, but it's just like, it's more of a time invested thing. It's like, well, I've gotten this far, I might as well stick it out, you know. That's currently what I'm watching. Did I binge all of Scooby-Doo to make the video? Asks Aiden Witcher. No. I watched all of Scooby-Doo Where Are You, which are 25 episodes. So, you know, that's a lot more bearable. There is apparently, because out of the comments, somebody pointed out there is a season 3 of Scooby-Doo Where Are You, which is an additional 18 episodes. But when I looked into it, it's not actually Scooby-Doo Where Are You? It's actually the Scooby-Doo show that when they repeated it, they just put the Scooby-Doo Where Are You title credits on it. So they're actually Scooby-Doo shows, not Scooby-Doo Where Are You? And it's like, that's really weird and confusing. Like, the whole history of Scooby-Doo is very, very confusing. So I did watch all 25 episodes of Scooby-Doo Where Are You? And, like, I did, in general, watch Scooby-Doo growing up. So there's a few, like, things I plucked out of memory. But for the sake of the video, it was just the core 25 I watched. Let's see. What do we got? People are beeping now like a sheep and a cow. That ain't Eddache. That's an Astov movie reference. None of that here. I don't even know who an Astov is. YouTube is broken, honestly. I haven't been notifications for channels. Homepage is just random Amongst Us gameplay. Yeah, Among Us has really kind of like... It's a trend. It's a trend, and it has kind of killed YouTube's trending page for a while. I mean, in fairness, the trending page is trash. It's just purely like, it's boxing, it's football, it's politics, it's KSI, and it's Among Us. That's all it is. I don't care. So, but Among Us is fine. I've seen a few odd animations here or there, but it's just the big thing right now. So everyone's just jumping on that fun Among Us train. Oh wow! And I thought you were British, or am I confused? Yes, I am British. I am British. I have been told that my accent can sometimes sound Australian. I don't know why. But like I've been stopped in shops and been like, "Sorry, are you from Australia?" I'm like, no, I'm from Kent. What else we got? The fact that you're reading through and answering every single question is admirable. Favorite moment of Neon Genesis Evangelion? That wasn't depressing. I'm not reading every question. There's a few comments here, and it's taking a while for me to get through this stuff. Neon Genesis. I mean, like, legitimately, just the aesthetic. I mean, there's some comedic moments that I really enjoyed. Like shown in the video with, like, he's out the shower and she lifts up a drink and there's another drink behind it. That kind of thing. But, like, generally the aesthetic, the look, the style, it's so crisp, it's so textured, it's like it's hard to fake, you know, like anime, like the recent animes look clean and pristine, and that's fine. That's just where technology is now. But, like, to get, like, that intentionally faulty looking, like, crispy anime, it's such a very specific style, and that, like, and I adore that. You know, every time it cut to a computer screen, it was like, oh, it's cool. It's just cool to look at. Wait, aren't you Eddache? You're just Eddache? Yes, I'm Eddache. Eddie Bowley, a.k.a. Eddache. Portmanteau of headache and Eddie. Eddache. Chew loves the Scooby-Doo outtakes. Yes, if you are a Patreon, you can check out some outtakes from the Scooby-Doo video. There's a lot of outtakes. But I did one collection and then several individual videos. Just collecting a bunch of the outtakes, like the me getting flour thrown on me, the stuff with the robot and the flying drone and stuff. Let's see. One shot points out that, yeah, most people set the subscriptions tab as their bookmark. It's true. I do, and I know, you know, many people do, but on the whole, people are going to go to youtube.com. They're not going to go to youtube.com/subscriptions or whatever. So, there's still a lot of lost views from people just going straight to the homepage, and unless YouTube graces you with, like, here is the good stuff, you're gonna lose. Kent, Australia, no, there might be a Kent in Australia because it was, like, obviously part of the British Empire, but no, Kent in southeast of England, is where I herald from. Definitely some Aussie twang in the Kent accent, but remember, Australia was founded by the British. Aha. We also have a lot of British twangs in our accents too, especially where I'm from. We're the posh state because we sound more British. Yes. Are we ever gonna get more Goffin the Goblin? Oh, I do want to do more Goffin. Goffin just became part of my D&D campaign I just had with friends. Not like, I mean, Tom and Elliot are my friends, but, like, you know, friends who are not YouTubers. And, you know, he ran with them for a long time, but then, like, when the whole lockdown thing kicked off, we maintained doing D&D every week for a few months, but, like, ultimately our Steam was completely gone. So we do want to pick it up, I think, eventually again. But Goffin is currently taking a back seat. In terms of, like, online Goffin, I'd love to sort of bring him out more. I just find goblins funny. Like, they're just, like, they're like cannon fodder, but they're also bastards. I love them. I don't know what it is about them. What else we why wasn't the flower self-raising would have made you float? Ah, yes. Tom got pretty mad because the flower is still on his garden floor. It hasn't really melted away or anything. I cleaned up most of it, but, like, it's impossible to clean up all that flour. That was like 2 bags worth being thrown at me. Do you think they're going to make a kids show called Google or Yahoo? I'm not sure what that's in reference to. Probably not. It will probably just be like a collective, like a Google show type thing. So, math exam this week. Can you teach maths? Interestingly, when I did my GCSEs on maths, I never took it as A level, but I did it as GCSEs. But I did generally study for stuff, but then, like, when I was like I knew it was coming in, like, I was at school and, like, I'd just done one test and my next test was, like, in an hour or so. So I had an hour basically of nothing to do. And so in that hour, I crammed some last minute maths research. And it was like angles of a triangle within a circle. I remember that. Because then when I went to the test, that was like a big chunk of the test. I'm like, oh my God, that's like amazingly fortuitous that I would happen to do research the exact thing that I needed right there and then. Crazy. And so I got an A. I got an A in my maths. I'm not great at maths, but I think that peaked it over the top. To be honest, did you ever watch JoJo? I watched one episode and I hated it so much that I never wanted to watch it again. I watched the first episode. I know people say, "Oh no, you gotta give it, you gotta watch more episodes to get into it." And it's like, I do genuinely hate that mentality. I really do. The fact that people are like, "Oh yeah, you gotta get through the first season. The season 2, that's where it really kicks off." It's like, why can't season 1 be good? Why can't episode 1 be good? I understand that it's like, it still takes shape and form and time to perfect to get to its golden era. But like, the fact that it's like, no, you got to sit through the bad stuff to get to the good shit. It's like, I don't want to do that. That's work. I'd rather just have fun. So no, I'm not particularly interested in going back to, JoJo. Have you watched Owl House yet? Do you know what? Actually, I said I watched Kipo. I'm also watching Amphibia, and I love Amphibia. Amphibia has got big Gravity Falls energy, which I know comes to a head when Alex Hirsch cameos, I think, in a season 2 episode, but I'm watching through season 1 right now. And, yeah, I really enjoy Amphibia. Not Owl House, that only just came to the UK, so that will be next. So not yet. What else have we got? You can contact us. Oh, what's this? Oh, is that a spam? What have we got? Streamer pack. How do I delete you? How do I delete a naughty person who's spamming their stuff in my chat? That's exciting. How do I do this? So I click on their name, and I will time them out. There we go. They're timed out. Ah, that's fun. That's interesting. Never had that before. I'm honored. I'm honored that my stream is so overwhelmingly popular that it merited spam. Okay, I think we're caught up. Yeah, everyone's thrilled that the bot is dead. Hooray! Yeah, do flag if the bot comes back. I will just ban them instead. Oh, mind you, it did. You know what? Yeah, I will ban. They're banned. They're gone. I did put them on a timeout because in case it was a human who was just like being really, really cheeky. But yeah, there we go. Ban. Alrighty. So that's our chit chat out of the way. So step 1 of what I'm gonna do is uno momento. Open up OBS. First of all, very exciting news. Second camera. Oh, a bit low down. Second camera. Ooh. Very exciting. Anyway, so what I have here is a software called Acid Pro. This is what I use for my voice recording. I know most people use like Audacity or Garage Studio or Garage Band, whichever. But I use Acid Pro. I have used Acid Pro probably for like 2 decades. It's a lot. It's just, and like I started out using Acid Pro as like a trial version that allowed you to render 30 MP3s out of it. And then after the 30, I would uninstall it and reinstall it and just kept doing that over and over and over again. But in the end, I just thought, well, you know what? I've been doing this for years. I might as well just buy it. And so now I have a full paid version. But for years, I used like a trial version with a key gen. I was very, very naughty. I did a big crime. So now that I got Acid Pro on the go. And what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to record some requests. I'm in like a collab mood. Yeah? So my plan is I'm going to record some random like bits that people just want me to record for them. That's the bit. That's the whole thing. So if you have requests for things to me to record that you can just have, you can make this as like your, you can make this your stream alert. You can make this your, for your own YouTube videos, cartoons, whatever you want. Plug in a request in the chat right now. Just like, I mean, let's not take the piss here, maybe a line or two, and then I will record them. What I'm actually probably going to do as well, okay. We have a request already. Ben Stuff movie is 100% canon. Oh, God. All right. So this is an anti-pop screen. It's to help protect from the hard P's and the T's. All right, so Ben Stuff movie is 100%. It is Ben Stuff movie, right? All right. So let's flip over to Pro so you can get my profile. Oh, hang on. Oh, no. That's an ugly looking waveform because it is picking up this camera. It's picking up audio from that, and I don't want it to pick up audio from that. So bear with me a moment. I have to change some settings here. I had this all working and everything, and then at the last minute, it decides to poo on me. Input, I want it to be the USB box. There we go. So now, see, that's a much cleaner looking waveform. All right. So, Ben Stuff movie is 100% canon. My name is Eddie Bowley, and Ben Stuff movie is 100% canon. My name is Eddie Bowley, and Ben Stuff movie is 100% canon. There we go. One done. So, let's see. That's for one chop. Just adding that in there so that I know who to send that to. Who have we got? What else have we got? We've got Sings Old Town Road. No, that will not be a thing that I do. Not a bit, but can you say... Can I say that word so I can finally say how to... Okay. Scone. Scone. I say scone, not scone. Come. Okay. Ben the Loner would like come. There you go. That's for you, Ben the Loner. Then what else we got here? Very good, like the Dark Souls carving. I don't know that reference. I never played Dark Souls. I assume just like a deep, nasty. Very good. Like that. The VH Productions. Let's see. Very good. Like that? I don't know. Couldn't help. Okay, Itsy Batsy. Itsy Batsy says, couldn't help but notice your bulgy wolgy over there. What's up with that? Huh? Gonna share the... You gonna share some? Share some with the group. Fat people are harder to kidnap. Not sure on that one. It's a good joke, but I don't feel very comfortable with that one. So you can have that one for free, as I just said it out loud, but I shan't record it. Show feet. What the fuck are we doing? Oh god. Oh, good god. All right, Absolute Human. All right, Absolute Human. 89 says, according to all known laws of accordions shouldn't be able to play accordions. Their air valves shouldn't be able to play accordions either, because they can't even lay accordions, and I just like playing the word accordion. There you go. I hope that was everything you asked for. So Chew asks for, please say Avast ye mateys in a pirate accent. Alrighty. Okay. Chew asks, Avast ye mateys, ha ha. It's a bit peaky. Look. Avast ye mateys, ha ha. Yeah. Alrighty. I'm gonna delete that for Chew and try that again. Here we go. Avast ye mateys, ha ha. still a bit peaky. Avast ye mateys, ha ha! But that'll do, I think. Oh, and yep, there he is. Ben has clicked that. America was a mistake. So Ron Watt asks, America was a mistake. There we are. All right, fine. All right. So WM2594 asks, show feet, please. Wow, that's tiny. Show feet, please. There we go. All right. I think I'm caught up with those requests. Make a gun sound from your mouth, and that's it. Bang. Bang. Pew, 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 pew. Bang, 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 bang. Okay. How do I... Did that work? Not really. Not really. That's more just like a hippo with a cough. Really, I think. All right. Well, you know, that's oh god, there's more. All right. Here we go. So, unbelovedly. All right. Unbelovedly requests. Good morning. It's time to get your fucking shit together so I can stop using my favorite. Oh wait, no, that's the. Oh my god, I kept going. I read the rest of it. I went beyond the speech mark. I apologize. Let me stop that. Delete it. Do it again. So unbelovedly asks, good morning. It's time to get your fucking shit together. There you go. There you are. So today on Twitch, I'll be voice acting lines. Okay. All right, you Aiden Twitcher wants to go meta on this one with. So today on Twitch, I'll be voice acting lines submitted to me by you lovely people, and this was actually one of them. There you go. Say an encouraging message for me to stop me skipping classes again. All right, Jace Face wants an encouraging message. So, if you fucking skip class again, I'm gonna fucking eat you. All right. If you fucking skip class again, I'm gonna fucking eat you. There you go. There you go. Ron Watts says, be gay, do crimes. And I agree. That's a try a take two of very good. Here's some. I ain't got time to watch some YouTube videos. What is this? What is this? Your mum's Facebook. There you go. I got there in the end. All right. Well, that's a batch. That's a couple of minutes worth. Oh. You know what? I will allow that message to come through. Yes, because I agree with the sentiment, but perhaps for Twitch purposes, I shouldn't say those words out loud. But let's just say that I do agree with Sluggy Boom's sentiment there. But I won't do it on stream. How about that? All right, so I am going to stop now. Let us return to Cam. Let's move this out the way. Woo! So, what to do? Now, what I could probably do with these is I will render them as an MP3, which I'm going to do right now. That's rendering as an MP3. Then I'm going to go to my Google Drive, and I will drop it in there. Talk amongst yourselves while I upload this file. There it is. So, I'll probably delete this after a day. So if you want to download what I just recorded, now's your goddamn time. Okay. That's done. So I'm going to share this link. Copy link. Anyone can... Well, there's no point editing the link. I'm just going to have a copy. So... Oh, did the stream die? Did the stream die? Did the stream die? Is everyone there? Is everyone there? It's good now. Okay. It might have been while I was uploading the file. That's probably why it did a struggle. Sorry. Alright, so in the chat right now is the URL to download the MP3 that I just recorded. That was everything in one long track. Download it now. Oh no, it's frozen. Oh no. Can you still hear me though? Okay. You can still hear me. But the camera just keeps freezing. That's fun. Okay. Yeah, so it lagged while I was uploading. Alright. MP3's in the chat. I won't upload another file because obviously it's doing a big struggle. But I'm going to leave that up for a day. I looked to the other camera, but I didn't flick it to the other camera. I'm going to leave it up for a day. But if... it's going to be gone after a day. That's basically it. So that's your chance to download it. There we go. All right. So now on to I won't call it a main event. It's just an event. Let's flip over now to our PlayStation 3. I have to turn around for this one because from my perspective, it's over here. All right. This is my gosh darn PlayStation 3. Do tell me that you can still hear me and see me and all that good stuff. What's everyone saying here? Could find see you. Google made it lag. Lack of RAM. I do need to fix this RAM. I don't know how to fix RAM, but I do need it fixed because it's a bad time. Anyway, I'm gonna play a very special PlayStation game. It is the Simpsons Arcade. This only came out on the PS3 and the Xbox. I only had a PS3, so I didn't get it on the Xbox. I wish I did because, well, I wish I had an Xbox to then get the Simpsons Arcade because I could get it as a better quality than I can with a PlayStation 3. The PlayStation 3, if you want to do any streaming with it, it intentionally inhibits the visual quality of it. It's like forcing it to come out as 480. But fortunately, we're playing an arcade game, so it's never fantastic quality anyway. It's like, you know, sprite art and stuff. However, so I'm going to play the Simpsons Arcade. I've played this a few times. I've played it when I had a Let's Play channel once upon a time, and I played it then. And I also played on the 12-hour live stream that we did. But what I'm doing here is is for a video that I'm working on about the Simpsons. I'm returning to a Simpsons related video. Part of the research requires me to play this game again. Let me just quickly check. Right here. Sorry, this might cause a lag. Okay. So I'm going to... Ooh, sorry about that. So, I'm going to be playing The Simpsons Arcade. Enjoy this with me. Can you hear it? I can't hear it. It's coming through, but... Yeah, I'm seeing the little dark noise saying that there is sound coming through. Can you hear the game? I'm going to try and control the volume a bit, but can you tell me if you can hear the game? I never played Bart's Nightmare. Actually, no, I did. I played a bit of it, but I never got very far. I got stuck very quickly, because it's lots of mini-games, isn't it? So, yes, you can. The game's loud. The game's loud. It might have been loud before I turned it down. Let me turn it down more. So is that a better volume? I need it to make volume before I can. Binky and Bongo. Oh, now I'm not doing anything that's I'm not doing anything that's making sound. Gosh darn it. Oh no, I know. I can do options, credits. So that will play music. There we go. So Eddie quiet, game loud. Right. We good? Okay, I think it's better now. Did you ever play Virtual Springfield? Yes. Yes, I did. I played that a bunch. I don't remember much of it though. I need to sort of like maybe like download it and try it again and try and remember. But it was like Google Maps but of Springfield. I remember that being a good time. All right, so this is the Simpsons arcade. What's the cool stuff? What we got here? So yes, this was the very first Simpsons game ever made. It was so like the first game that was released was Bart versus the Space Mutants on the NES. A little louder, please. Okay. That was the first game that got released, but this was the first one that was made. It got just released a tad later. And all they had to work off in terms of like material for the game was the first season of The Simpsons. So to me, this game represents like a time capsule of what could have been, like what a direction The Simpsons could have taken had it like stuck to like that season 1 style. There's like a lot of infamous stories about hang on, I need to. Yeah, those are useless. There's a lot of there are stories out there of like how season 1 had a troubled production because of like the style wasn't quite what they wanted. It went off model a lot and stuff. So I'm gonna play USA mode. There is a Japan mode. The difference with Japan mode is that there are atomic bombs that they cut out. Your health meter can extend beyond the fixed amount. And the points are numbered differently because they use like more decimal places. That's it. That's the only difference with Japan mode. But it's pretty cool that they got the whole thing here. So let's play. So to anyone who's ever watched the Who Shot Mr. Burns video and has asked me multiple times, where does the Homer sound clip come from? It's from this. Homer. Yeah. And we also got and we got Marge. So that's where these sound clips came from. So it does have the voice actors of the game for the main family, but not for Mr. Burns or Smithers. They don't have Harry Shearer in this. They just have other people. I don't know who, but they just have other people do the voices. So let's start the game. I must be signed in to PlayStation Network to post scores. Damn! I won't be able to post scores on a game that got removed from PSN. So that Smithers is a bomber. He's wearing a fancy cape, and he's bombing shit. But the plot of this is that Maggie catches a diamond in her mouth, and rather than just take the diamond out, it was just easier to take the baby. It's just easier. It's just easier. So I'm playing as Marge. So she naturally has a vacuum cleaner because women, I guess. Like, they couldn't have done something a bit more interesting with it. No. She's got like a few that butt bounce. Woo, woo. So the season 1 premiere of The Simpsons was actually the Christmas episode, right? It was the Simpsons roasting on an open fire. But it wasn't. I don't know. He did a pound on me. But it wasn't the actual planned first episode. The planned first episode was the Babysitter Bandit one. You know, where it turns out to they get a babysitter, but she then like ties up Maggie, Lisa and Bart, and they have to like get the police on and stuff. That was meant to be the first episode, but when the animation came back for it, it was so bad. The characters were off model. The animators ignored like specific animation direction to keep them grounded and stuff. There'd be bits with like the characters' faces would, like, let's say Marge goes to kiss the kids or Homer, her face would like extend like out of her face, like stretch out, and like the cartoonish proportions. And likewise the doors being shut would like bounce when they shut, like a cartoon would. And they were like, no, we want to keep this as a grounded, like, animated sitcom. So that just looks wrong. So they had to reanimate like 70% of it, and it caused the season, which was meant to like premiere in like September, got postponed to December, which is why they instead went with the Christmas episode as being first, and the babysitter episode as being the season finale. This is a boxer character that appears once on TV in season 1 of The Simpsons. And this is what I mean by, like, they only had season 1 to work with, so they had to really stretch to, like, to get, like, to fill the cast of characters, and that's what I find fascinating. And that's kind of part of what I want to do, is, like, rewatch season 1 and deep dive into, like, what part of this game was lifted from what part of the show. So I've got to hit the buttons. Like, I don't know who those, like, regular dudes are meant to represent. They kind of look like they kind of look like Troy McClure's, kind of. But there's one particular factoid that only appears in this game, in Simpsons lore, but has only appeared in this game ever. And it's from a tidbit that they were going to do in The Simpsons, but then decided they wouldn't. And I'm playing as Marge in order to get it. And I'm just hoping it might accidentally happen to me. There's Otto, the bus driver, working at Krusty Land, and Marvin Monroe selling donuts for some reason. So I'm going to get a shake. And get some donuts. Oh, hit the hammer from Millhouse. There we go. I don't know who those guys are. They're like mobsters or like doormen. But like, that's part of what I want to do. I need to rewatch season 1 and think like, okay, where did they like get this idea from? Because like, it's from nothing I know. There we go. Ooh, hit the buttons, wiggle the joystick. I adore like this like arcade aesthetic. The sound effects and the sprite work. Like Konami in their heyday, man. Before they shafted Hideo Kojima. And made pachinko machines. Like, I'm pretty sure that Gorilla is like a Homer, like, she imagines Homer as being like a gorilla or something like that. I can't remember. And the bear is from the episode where they go out to the wilderness and the bear adopts Maggie or something like that. The bear's gonna like burst out the cage and he's doing just fine. Right. The Binky of Show Hall. That's the rabbits. The rabbits are from Life in Hell, which are the Matt Groening comic that he made before The Simpsons, and he didn't want to. I want to continue, please. Thank you. They didn't. He didn't want to like. He basically went to pitch the show as based on Life in Hell, but in the end he decided he didn't want to like give up his characters that, you know, his, at that point in time, his life's work. So he instead on the spot pitched The Simpsons, and he named the family members after his own family. And so that became the show. Yeah, so there's the occasional Life in Hell reference within The Simpsons. Hence why we saw those, like, Binky and Bongo references at the start of, like, copyright, because they're separate to Simpsons. And I have Snowball too, to throw a balloon, which ought to really pop it first go. So, see what I mean again by they had to reach to, like, fill the game with characters, because, like, who's the balloon? Who is a balloon? I mean, it's Krusty, yes, but like, what is this a reference to? Like, I mean, if they were to make, let's say they made this game now, and I know they have made they have made another version of, they call it an arcade game, but I think it's on mobile. But if they were to do this again, you can imagine the villains would be like Sideshow Bob, Snake, maybe Grimes or something. But not Balloon and Boxer that appears in one episode. Right. I'm going to pause 1 second and just catch up with the chat to make sure everything's going okay. Let's see. I thought you should know that I watched Really Big Cat the movie and loved it. Thank you. That's legitimately my favorite video that I've ever made. Was the Really Big Cat movie. To be honest, I'm more of a new Simpsons guy. That's fair. Like, it's like, to me, the recent episodes of The Simpsons are just basically, it's a different show, but with the same name, you know? It just goes through, like generations, basically, of a Simpsons. Chew has to go. See you, Chew. Thank you for dropping by. They're doing a Thomas the Tank Engine reboot next year. That doesn't surprise me. Why the fuck did that level have the same tune as the Rabid Rabbids level? I mean, they're different makers. This is Konami and Rabid Rabbids is Ubisoft, so I doubt it's the same song, just probably similar. Let's see. Aha, yes, Ben the Loner is aware of the thing that I'm trying to locate here. Pretty much every episode. Oh yeah, and Moncho points out that Mean Bean Machine uses the animated Adventures of Sonic to fill up its cast. That's because it's a remake of like Puyo Puyo, right? And they just changed the characters from that to the Sonic cartoon ones. It's the only appearance the Sonic cartoon has had in Sonic games, right? Am I right about that? Pick up the Shadow. I don't know what Shadow I was meant to have picked up, but I blew it. Let's see. And nice score. I assume I had a 69 score. Yeah. Good. All right. Let us resume. Yeah, so a lot of work had to be done to, like, get the art style of The Simpsons done right, because, like, season 1, like, they were going off, like, before The Simpsons, there was, like, Disney, Warner Brothers, Hanna-Barbera, and, like, that was basically it. Look at that frog. Look at that funny frog. Can I pick up the frog? I can't. I was hoping to pick up the frog. Get off me. Eat my vacuum cleaner. Eat dust. So they only had those shows to work off as an example. But The Simpsons is so much more grounded. It doesn't, despite being a cartoon, it doesn't do much in the way of cartoons. Like, if Homer gets hurt, he gets hurt. Like, if he bumps his head, he gets hurt. But that's where the comedy lies. Like, it being a grounded, more realistic sitcom. Except it's animated. But season 1 didn't quite grasp that properly yet. And, like, as we're hopefully going to discover at some point, season 1 had a lot of, like, surprising elements that never made it to the final. I'm probably going to have to play this a few times to really, like, capture all the stuff that I need. But I'm only going to play it the once on this stream, just for the benefit of you guys. There is, like, a... There is like a ROM of this online that you can play that allows online. So I could try that out. And, ooh. Thriller. Oh. Yeah. There we go. I wish I could change characters midway through. You know, just swap out every now and again. But I'm going to stick to Marge throughout. Normally, whenever I play this game, I stick to Homer. Because I'm basic. But, there's no difference. There's no inherent advantage or disadvantage to any of the characters. It's just, they just look different, is it? They do some reaches in terms of, like, their weapons. Like, I imagine if they were to do again, if they were to make this game again now, like, Lisa's weapon of choice won't be a skip rope. It would have been a saxophone, right? That'd be a more logical thing. He plays the sax and hits them with notes or something like that. Marge, I don't know what a real weapon of choice would be. I mean, not a vacuum cleaner. She's barely seen with a vacuum cleaner, really. A gun, I guess. Like, she's shown to be quite adept with a gun. And that man is dead. Classic elevator sequence. A hallmark in every side-scroller beat-em-up. Yeah, I'm not sure what... I mean, like, the problem is, like, Marge is also, like, in general, just less figured out as a character. So she's just the housewife. So it's always going to be, if it's not the vacuum cleaner, it'll be a frying pan or something else. It's such a reach. But, like, she's been shown to be just adept as a fighter anyway. So, what do you guys think? What would Marge's weapon of choice be, if not a vacuum cleaner? Lisa's weapon is a skip rope. It is. Oh, he's still attacking me. Is there speedrun of this game? Yes, there is. People have speedrun it. They know the optimal routes and stuff. Those hot dogs. How's your hair? Your hair's fine, and it's going to become important later. So yeah, these are the doormen, mobsters. I don't know what they're from, but there's like a tall guy and a small guy. I mean, if it was at the bar, then I feel like there are other barman characters they could probably lift for this. You know, it could even be Barney or Mo. Like, you know, they're both shown to be quite violent people when they want to be. Especially Mo. Man, that little guy really got me. Come on, eat my butt. God, stay still. There we go. There we go. No. This isn't even the boss. He's the mini-boss. God, stop. This is obviously easier with, like, more players. This would be, like, infinitely more easier. Ah. You gonna die? You gonna die? Yeah, he died. Bleh. I forgot where I was going to go with that. So yes, Moe's Tavern. It's apparently you access it for a graveyard. That's apparently a thing. The stripteasers from that episode where Homer is accused of, or the photo of Homer goes around. Bart Tracy. That's a Dick Tracy, very dated reference. I don't know if any people even know or remember Dick Tracy. There's a Space Mutants poster in the background there. Space Mutants also crop up again later. Like, again, like, if they were going to do alien characters, you know it would be Kang and Kodos. Like, there's just a lot of, like, these early day Simpsons before they really, like, took the shape that they eventually became. We've got blonde Barney and black-haired Moe. You alright there, Barney? I hit him. There we go. Eat glass. Oh, I can pick up the sword. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff they were still figuring out, and it's wild to me that they made a game of this, and so it's like, aside from obviously the season 1 show itself, it's like forever kept like immortal, like immortal, you know, forever. What else we got here? What's on the TV? There's Maggie. She's gone missing, so she's on TV.
How's my hair?
Bleeding gums, more strip teasers. Oh, that's a Thriller reference. Not Thriller, Smooth Criminal reference, right? With the guy with the hat. He's just on the pool table looking shifty. Yeah. Oh. Oh, well. I don't know where the super characters come from. I know Bartman is obviously an established thing. There's Space Mutants. And a Simpsons arcade game. In the arcade game. Wow. Meta. And it's also powered by electricity. You know? This game is powering that game. Roulette. Do you remember the episode of The Simpsons where Moe had a massive roulette wheel in this bar? Then there's this drunk character who's he kind of looks like Moe. I don't know who he's based on. I thought for a while that this was the Babysitter Bandit, you know, because she was quite an ugly character too. But I don't know who this is. But it's the drunk. But like, yeah, as the thing with arcade games, it's like designed to like be purposely hard so that you would exhaust all your coins in the arcade machine. There you go, he's dead. Didn't take me nearly as long as it took me to deal with that little dude. So when I was younger, Springfield Boot. And Maggie's she's gone now. Just pause that again. So let's see how everyone is doing. How's everything doing? Sprite Symmetrics, yep. Marge would swing Maggie like a club. Yeah, that'd be funny actually. Not good parenting, I guess, but that would probably be more apt. Then throwing pretzels. Yeah, there was the pretzel episode. Shelbyville. Was there a Shelbyville reference? I must have missed that. Kearney's dad. Kearney. Who's Kearney? Who was Kearney? Oh, that's just a place. Oh, that guy, that kid. Yeah, one of Bart's bullies. Okay. Yeah. All right. See VH Productions. Yeah. Okay. Those are potentials. Anyway, when I was younger, like this was always the arcade machine of choice. Like every time I go to an arcade, like I'd go to the seaside and I'd go to the arcades, and oh wait, I just realized I went full game. I want that one. There I am. So I'm back. Yeah. So one thing just when I was a kid, I'd go to the seaside, I'd play in the arcades, and there was this was always the arcade I'd gravitate towards. There'd be like this, there'd be Captain Commando, there'd be the X-Men arcade game as well. But I would always like gravitate towards those machines. But the Simpsons one was always my favorite. And oh, I flew into the tree. Funny. Then so there was this one occasion. So as I said, this is always hard. It's always meant to exhaust your coins, right? But then there was this one occasion where I was playing the arcade at I think it was like a Butlins or something, and while I was just there was another kid who turned up and like put in, I swear to God, like £50 worth of pound coins. He just like we're all stood around this machine. It wasn't like we were uninvited to this. He just sort of joined us, me and these two other kids who, you know, none of us knew each other. We were just at the same place. Ooh, can I get Blinky? I want to get Blinky. Alright. We didn't know each other, but like this kid turns up. He puts like 50 pounds worth of pound coins into the machine, and so we all just go like mad about pressing the, you know, extra credit button. So we all get raccoons. So we all get like extra lives. Thank you, Sideshow Bob. So we all get like tons and tons, like 30, 40 extra lives, and that allowed us to like sort of storm our way through the game. We like in one session, the four of us working together, never met each other and never spoke again since. But like we all met up and we like plowed our way through the game, and it was like the first and only time I ever beat the actual arcade game. Like I since downloading this, I've obviously beat it a few more times since, but like that was like the first time I ever did it, and it was just like a little magical moment, you know, like these like four kids sort of strange circumstances come together to like save the day, and then to go away and never speak to each other again. Perhaps one day, one mystical day in the future, we will all get back together and reunite and go play one more game. Also, that guy turned out to be a bear in a costume. But yeah, that's just one of my fondest like memories as a kid, was playing through the arcade game and just blitzing through it with these just three other kids. Do we have another bonus stage? This is no. The bonus stage is after this. This is a dream sequence. So you want to talk about reaching for like Simpsons characters to fill the game? Here's a dream sequence with donuts. Whoop. So yeah, that's basically the plan with the video that I want to make. Is like, it's like not just a retrospective on like Simpsons games I've played, but also like, as I said, I consider this to be something of a time capsule. Stop hitting yourself! Stop hitting yourself! It's telling me to go on, but like there are things beating me up. God, sorry, I'm getting so distracted by saxophones. Yeah, so not only is this game just like a time capsule of the thing that could have been, it also represents like a time of my childhood, like the arcades arcades used to visit as a kid, and the games I used to play, and it was like this a lot. Like a lot arcades now, if you were to visit any British arcade, it would probably be like a lot of claw machines, a lot of like the draw, like the coin draw machines, but not so much games anymore, you know, which is a shame. But anytime I see that, if even now, even today, if I go to an arcade and I see the machine like this one here, I will go to it. I will play it because it's fun. There's some like I can't explain it. There's some like energy of like a Konami or a Capcom or an SNK to an extent arcade side-scroller beats 'em up. There we go. That's the thing I want. I'm gonna go full screen for this. Carry on. The letter die. But you saw there that she has just let it happen. How's my hair? You can kind of see. She has bunny ears. She has bunny ears in the hair. Oh, did they go? Oh, they just go after a while. Okay. So let's just yeah, so that's the thing that I was building up to. Was that Marge has bunny ears under her hair. This was an idea that Matt Groening had planned for like season 1. That was going to be a reveal. But that Marge under her hair all this time had bunny ears that was going to be, you know, sort of be a part of the Life from Hell bunnies, you know. But they didn't go with it in the end. I think it took everyone to convince him, no, this is a bad idea, please don't do this. And so she never got the bunny ears. But it only exists in this game. And I find that very interesting. So that one piece of like lore, that Simpsons lore that never made it into the TV show, is present here in this arcade game. Ah, it's sad. Oh, that's a weird laugh. Come on, die. Well, I like the feedback of this as well. Like, you know, as in like hitting them and like they swirl red, the sound effects, the bounce they sometimes get, like with the balloon and stuff. It's just cool. It's very satisfying. There we go. He's dead. Oh, I should have got that away. Yay! So how's everyone doing? So let's pause that again and let's just check out how everyone is doing. When you first saw the 20 short films about Springfield, did you know about the scene about Skinner and Chalmers would become a meme? No, how does one predict a meme, honestly? Like, impossible. But I am a big fan of steamed hams. I love all the deviations they've done with that. It's funny. I also love like sugar posting, which is just like edits of like the sugar sequence. Also the dork, the Milhouse dork thing as well, and the smile. There's a lot of like very absurd Simpsons shit posted that I love. Favorite or most underrated Simpsons quote? I mean, I don't know about underrated. My favorite scene, I think, of The Simpsons is in Who Shot Mr. Burns Part 2. And it's Moe being interrogated with the lie detector. It's such a brilliant goddamn sequence. I love it so goddamn much. The boss from isn't this the first boss from Cuphead? The bowling ball? Maybe. Changing quality between Simpson-based game is amazing. You can go for something rubbish like wrestling. Yeah, this is it. This is like the first Simpsons game, right? And like no other game seems to have quite met it in terms of like being like as good. Like I think Road Rage and Hit and Run are definitely like up there. My personal preference is for the arcade game, but I'd say Hit and Run is probably other people's number one instead. You know, I think Hit and Run, Road Rage, and arcade are the best Simpsons games. Everything else has failed to sort of match that. And there's just something, yeah. They've never recaptured this kind of magic again. And I think it's probably because it's season 1 energy, you know? It's that kind of like slightly more grotesque, uglier, off-model occasionally style that you really just don't get now. So, okay. Now, let's carry on. So now we have another minigame. And it's time to wake up Marge. I have to hit the buttons.
Hey, ready?
I'm very curious to know what are the hands slapping the other family members, the non-playable characters? Is that a bear? Are they being slapped by a bear? I don't know. I'm worried for them because it's not like a hand. It's not like a brown-skinned hand because there's a different shape to the hand, the gloved hand that's slapping Marge. It's So the TV studio now. Interestingly, the newsreader there is not Kent Brockman. You can afford to be Kent Brockman, but it's not. Ooh. Need to get a hammer. Thank you. Thank you. Get off me. I don't think what other factoids I came across whilst developing this particular video. Ugh. Stop flying into walls, Marge. Get it together. Yeah, so just that fact, the bulk of the video is kind of based on the fact that, like, this is a time capsule of a Simpsons that could have been. The fact that they could have been a Marge and Bunny Ears as a legitimate thing. But also as a time capsule of my own childhood and games I played. Captain Commando was one I loved. It's like... I mean, I only remember it because one of the characters is called Babyface, and it's a baby in a mech. And that was the one I always played as. It was at a restaurant. Ooh, get electrocuted again. There's a space mutant who isn't Kang or Kodos. It's also an object I can pick up, right? There it is. There you go. I don't know what the robot's based on. I'm going to go full screen again on this. Just want to get back pure bunny ear footage. There we go. He suffered enough. But yeah, so God, what was I just saying? So I got distracted by electrocuted bunny ear Marge. Oh yeah, Captain Quado. So I played as Babyface. It was at a restaurant that my family used to go to every now and again. So that, like, the memory of like that game is a memory of that time. You know, being with my family at that restaurant we used to go to near my old home. Oh, I just realised the weapon of choice Marge could have. A potato. Because she thinks they're neat. And I got my best score ever. Wowee. Then, oh, get off me. There we go. And the other one was the X-Men. There was another one I used to play at certain arcades. My favourite was Nightcrawler. There have been several, like, X-Men arcade games. And I don't mean, like, fighters, like one-on-one fighters. It's an arcade game by Konami. It's where the phrase, like, of Magneto saying, X-Chicken and welcome to die comes from that game. It's very, very corny. It's like super from like oh, and that was a sequence where it very briefly happened, but like she's like sucks in her own hair with the vacuum cleaner. Did you see it happen very briefly? There's a remnant of like her hair being removable. I got a shuriken star. You know, kids game. Can I just get it to happen on its own? Can I get Marge to just suck her hair? How do I make it happen? I have to move back. How do I make it happen? How do I get her to suck her hair? Oh, wow! I didn't know that happened. The finger just forces you to move along. Wow. Discovering stuff. All these years later. So anyway. So my favorite was Nightcrawler. There was like... Colossus. Wow. Ah, I did it again. I wasn't even looking at that time, but I saw it at the corner of my eye. Damn it. Oh, I can destroy the hand. That's funny. Can I just get her to do it on these dudes? Ah. Wolverine. I think Jubilee was there too. Cyclops. I'm just basically trying to get her to suck her hair. That's all I want her to do. It's not too much to ask. It is apparently too much to ask. Well, there's a boss now, so maybe she might do it instead to this guy. So I'm going to flip it to full screen and see if I can capture that moment. Oop. Come on, do it. Yeah, I don't know where the Kabuki feature guy comes from. Oop. But that's kind of part of what I want to do. I want to rewatch like season 1 of The Simpsons and just see if I can place these characters in anything. Oh, there it is. It happened very briefly. You saw it. We all saw it. But yeah, that's another example of like her briefly being a rabbit. Secretly a rabbit all this time. Whatever arcade games we play. I mean, I realize arcade games are like such a dated reference now. Like, it sort of makes me laugh that they made a Disney movie, Wreck-It Ralph, set in an arcade, a thing that kids just don't know what that is, you know, and pretend that it's a thing that's still going. It's really not. It's like fruit machines, claw machines. That's basically it. It's not this. It's not loads of games. What are ones I used to play? I did play the Turtles. I did play the Turtles games as well. This game is very much built on the engine of the Turtles. You could easily tell, really. Marge hanging onto a helicopter, going full Captain America there. Look at her go! Good upper body strength. She could die. Alright, so we're in the last stage. So, let's flip it to full screen so we can appreciate Smith's voice.
Welcome to my world.
Marge has her priorities in order, of course.
Welcome to my world.
How's my hair?
What?
Ah! No, drop the bomb. I was going to use a bomb on him. But yeah, Smithers is super evil here. It's like a psycho bomber. Oh. And hits me with a swish of his cape. Yeah, this is like the most deliciously evil he has ever been. Ah, just realised Marge like charging him with her butt is like that meme of like him cowering in fear while strippers are dancing at him. Like, no, no. Oh, okay, he's going full psycho. Get away, get away. Yep. He's super dead. And then, of course, that. Bye, Maggie. There's Mr. Burns in his nuclear mech. He takes several. He's got several. He has several. What's it? Forms. Starts off with his bipedal mech. Yes, I continue. Alright, so he loses his legs, and then he gains wheels. He's now a tank. Mr. Burns really has thought of everything. I'm not sure what the goal... The point of this is that the diamond is just there to power his mech. That's the story. But, like, they really don't need Maggie. Now the tank is gone, and he's now a hovercraft. But, like, they really don't need Maggie. They could just take the diamond and leave behind the baby. You know, in fact, at this point, they could have just handed Marge... They could just hand Marge the baby, and she would go home and leave him alone. And he can keep his tank. He can keep his big nuclear mech. She's not going to stop him. He just wants the baby back. You know, if the mech was powered by babies, that would make more sense. Apart from a baby-powered mech. Alright, it's losing its shell. Oop. Lots of atom bombs going off. A remnant from the Japanese ROM. Come on. No. Sorry about the flashing screen. Also, it's weird that Mr. Burns is so rich he still had to steal the diamond. He could have bought it. There's a lot of plot holes in this 1990s arcade game. They haven't thought this through. How dare they? I'm going to complain. And then he just stands there. Just stands there and dies. I can hit him, but he just dies. He's also huge. He's like twice the height of the rest of them. And the rest of the family join. Yay! It's still stolen. It's still a stolen diamond. So that's the Simpsons arcade. What did everyone think of that? Let's have a look. Nothing you're eagerly waiting for? Hilda Season 2. Absolutely. I adored Hilda Season 1. And, like, Season 2 took a long time to come around, but, like, yeah, I can't wait for it. It's, like, such a wonderfully looking show. You can pick up the Capcom Beat 'em Up, Final Fight, Captain Commando, King of Dragons, lots and lots and lots, 16 pounds. Yes, I really do. I should get that. I haven't. I should. I have more personal affinity for Simpsons Arcade than I do for Captain Commando. It's just, it is another one, and I ought to get it because, hey, if I do get it, then I could hang on, let me mute that and then flip over here. See, if I do get the Capcom collection, then I could claim it as a business expense because it's for business purposes, and also I get a fun game. Yay! Hooray! Tax. Am I a lumberjack? Is this in reference to my beard? No. I'm trying to do like a jack off joke, and it's not coming to me naturally, so I shan't force it. What else we got? The Python reference. Python reference? What was the Python reference? There probably was a Python reference. I just missed it. What do they do to pause Smithers' voice? Yeah, Smithers is like, yeah, it's an odd voice. It's just, I think it's not even like a voice actor. I don't think. I think it's just one of the programmer dudes. Like it's just somebody within their team. It's not Harry Shearer. Same with Mr. Burns. Everyone's enjoying his cape swishing and stuff. I figured Smithers will look a bit more like the episodes in that style. Are we talking about? Yeah, we're talking about Black Smithers. So yeah, I did a video actually for a channel that does like Simpsons theory stuff, and one of them was about Smithers being briefly black. And long story short, it was just like it was kind of a mistake, but they were thinking of making Smithers black for like diversity, but they realized that he would be a subservient black person working for a white guy, and in fact like fawning after a white guy. And so they thought, well, no, we don't want that. So they cut it and changed him to white. So he's only black in one episode. What's the game called? The game is the Simpsons Arcade. Simpsons Arcade game. It was only released in arcades, and then like 8 years ago, something like that, they released it for the PS3 and Xbox 360. Then they took it off again. They took it off the store. So the fact that I got it downloaded on my PlayStation, if I say for whatever reason my PlayStation breaks down, I will never be able to re-download it. It's like the situation with like PT, right? It was available for a brief period and then it's been removed. So, yeah. So let's have a look. Can anyone replace my fingers? They are hurting for all the pressing to release a DVD. God, is it that much effort to take the DVDs out? Like, yeah, how robust are your DVDs? Mine, a lot of my DVDs, the discs just fall out. Like, I don't even have to try. Like, they're really bad. They're really badly designed. And yep, Burns is dead. He's straight up dead. He did like explode multiple times in fairness, so he did take a few hits. Then why does Bart have a blue t-shirt? That was just like his season 1 look, and then they changed it, I think, in season 2. Alrighty, so that was kind of my plan. I kind of exhausted the stuff I planned to do. I was going to play The Simpsons. I was going to chat to you guys. I was going to record some stuff for just fun. I had nothing else planned to do. I do have a Patreon live stream starting in an hour. So I guess I should take this chance as just a bit of a rest. But unless any folks on here have requests, stuff you want to talk about right now, I don't dare look at the news. But I'm sure everything is fine and there's nothing happening that's of any interest whatsoever. Do a little boogie. There you go. It's like that small. Super small. Very little boot. Very little. The littlest of boogies. There's a Mr. Zabala says that the U.S. election predictions. There's a U.S. election going on. It's the first I've heard of it. Let's not talk about it. Because it's a horrible, depressing situation, and let's just pretend it's not going. Let's just pretend nothing's happening. Anywho, so what's in the pipeline for me? So I've just been sort of like rambling for the past half hour, really, about what my plans are for the next video. It's essentially like it's about time capsules. It's about how the arcade game is like a time capsule of a Simpsons that could have been, and how it in it of itself is a time capsule of my childhood. That's kind of what I'm going for. I'm still kind of figuring stuff out with it. But that's basically it. Then December I plan to take off. I don't plan to, and it sucks because like I've genuinely have had sponsors that have been like, we will sponsor you for a video in December. I'm like, I really don't want to. I really just want to take December off. I've done a video every month. And I want to take December just clean off and hit the new year hard, you know? Take some time out for like myself, my family, personal projects I haven't even like announced or anything like that. Um, yeah. So nothing planned for December. But I will be about. I might even still do a stream or two. As I said, I'm up for doing this sort of stuff. I like doing these streams. I like doing just chatting and some games and stuff. Nothing like crazy, but like just humble little things. I don't imagine becoming a full blown Twitcher or anything like that. But it's just a chance to just kind of like hang out, because this lockdown's probably going to be a lot. So I guess an hour's distraction every week or every other week wouldn't hurt, would it? Alrighty. So I guess I will wrap things up now. So thank you everyone for joining me for this, whatever this was. And maybe I'll do this again next week. Just keep an eye on my Twitter. If you're a patron, I will be doing my Patreon live stream in about 45 minutes, where I'm going to go through and sort of talk more about the making of, behind the scenes of the Scooby-Doo video, and then I'm currently playing Luigi's Mansion 3, so I'll probably go back to that. That's my day. So I hope you all enjoy yours. Avoid the news. There's nothing going on. There's nothing interesting happening. It would just, if you were to look at any news, you would probably die of boredom. It's that boring. It's that nothing's happening. So let's not worry about it. But anyway, I am officially going to stop now. So, all right, everyone, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.